Hi, I'm Michelle Farron, and I'm the owner and operator of the dime store Cowgirl here in Alpine. Um, I am married. I have a family. I'm originally from Nashville, Tennessee. Um, I had a love for fashion. I went to fashion school. I've worked for several different companies over the years, big name companies, small boutiques. And as I got older, I had a love for the history of fashion. And so it's kind of evolved into a conglomerate of all different ideas. So I have vintage and I have new and I have one-of-a-kind pieces and local artist pieces in the shop. So it became what it is today.
Now we get to ask her some questions. So I'm going to ask her the first question. What made you decide to start your own business?
About 8 years ago, I came to the Alpine area and had an idea that I would like to have some fun more than anything and do something that I enjoy doing. And so I opened a small storefront down the street from where I am today. And it was a very small space. And people would come by and say, oh, I wanted to come see, but there were already 2 people in there. So about a year after that, I moved down the street a little bit. I had a friend who was gracious. She had a big storefront, and she allowed me to move upstairs. And so I was just upstairs for about 5 years. And then about almost 2 years ago, I took over the whole space. My friend decided she wanted to do something else. So, but she was very gracious and allowed me to take the space over.
Wow, so you must have, I'm the photographer here, so I'm not in the camera, I'm taking the pictures. So let me ask you this then. Did it take hard work? What did it, I mean, because I remember the very first store that we didn't have hardly any space, and
Yes.
I was one of those first people, so I remember that. And then now this is a massive place. I'm gonna show you the whole building here, so you will see how big this place and amazing. So what did you have to do to increase this much from that little tiny place to this?
It was gradual, and it did take time, and it did take a lot of work. But you know, I don't ever take credit for everything, and then I know that the Lord has to bring people to you to make it successful. I totally realize that, and it's not just me, but I did put the time and the effort in it. But it's been fun. It's been a journey that's been an enjoyable journey. Even though the work was hard, it's something that I love to do. So I think that's the most important thing. It needs to be something that you love to do, because there will be days where it's a down day, and you're like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work or not. And then there's the next day where it's just fantastic, and you meet so many people, and you talk to so many great people from different places, and that's kind of kept me going. And they've been very positive. People have been very positive and complimentary, and but it's the blessings of the Lord that have actually is what puts you forward, that step forward. And that's the only way I could have done it.
So let me ask you this.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you face any challenges when you first started, but also, moving up? You kind of covered it, but can you give us a few details of what you faced, the challenges that you faced to become bigger like this?
I think the biggest challenge in general is just when I began to grow the business, and the business began to grow, mostly I do things it's just me in here. But there comes some times where you need help, and you have to get someone in to help you. And the hardest thing is to find someone who's loyal and that you can depend on to work for you. I've had a couple over the years that were college students, and they were fantastic. But as college is, it ends in 4 years and they move away. But then they're out there doing their life, and they're doing great. But sometimes that's the biggest challenge, is to get a good somebody in here to help, a good employee in here to help. So, but that's okay. They come around. here and there. So
Yes.
that's the biggest challenge, other than the fact that, we've already discussed it. It is a little bit of work. It's hard work. So, but it's all good if you're enjoying what you're doing.
Yes. So before we go shopping, move around, and look at some of the stuff, do you have any advice, encouragement for those young ones or older ones, whatever, that they want to do something, they want to start a business,
Right.
but they just don't know where to start and they're struggling? What is the advice that you can give them?
I think stay focused on it. Don't give up on it. I had a young girl in here actually yesterday who said she would love to do this. She would love to. She has a collection of vintage pieces, but she's in a different part of the state. She's in Fort Worth, Texas. And she said her obstacles are finance, in the sense that, rents are higher and those kinds of things. But the right place will come up. The right timing will come up, and everything will line up when it should. But don't give up. Continue to keep that dream alive, always inside of you, and the timing will come up when it's right. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So now the fun parts begin right here. So, but before we do that, actually, I want to just make a kind of a go around this building and just show you, and then we will focus on some of the items that she has. So let me go ahead and turn the camera, start turning around to see all the things that she has and how big this place is. So I'm gonna walk around. I'm walking around to see some of the, oh my goodness, Western old stuff. Oh, and then look at this guy here. And then people, so that's wonderful. So, all right, and look at this outfit. Wow, wouldn't that look great? Some of those cowgirls. Just beautiful jackets. I love these little jackets. Oh my goodness. Y'all have to stop here. And the name of your store?
Is the dime store Cowgirl. The name kind of came to me. I threw around so many different ideas, and that's the one that I settled on, was the dime store Cowgirl, and it seems to fit. I had someone tell me a long time ago, or there's a quote for a long time ago, and what my objective was here was to have something for everyone.
Yeah.
So.
Keep talking. I'll show some of the, while you're talking,
Okay.
I'll show some of the jackets.
That it's still fun to go and shop. That was my objective, to still have fun, and that's what I wanted. And it's for people to be able to come in and find something in their price range, in their
Yes.
in their style, because I had somebody tell me anybody can buy fashion.
Yes.
Anybody, if you have money, you can go and you can buy fashion. But style comes from within. So everybody has their own style, and that's what I love. I love when somebody takes a piece off the rack and puts it together with something that even I would never dream of putting, and it works.
Mm-hmm.
And it's uniquely them, and
Yeah.
I love that part of it. And
Yes.
that's my main objective, is that there be something for everybody.
Yes. It is just too many stuff to really say this is that. But we're going to look at these jewelries. Jewelries galore. Jewelries. Oh my goodness, look at this. So just come in. We're going to, how we can find you. Can you give us your address? We're going to, how we can find you. Can you give us your address and how to find you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm at 101 West Holland Avenue in Alpine, right in the heart of Alpine. You can also, I do have a couple of websites. Eventually, everybody's been after me to do an online shopping. So I'll be eventually trying to launch that. I'm not techie, I'm old school. I'm a one-on-one person, but so they've been after me to do that. But it's also, my website is the Dime Store Cowgirl Shop _Alpine. So you can find me there
Okay.
on Facebook and Instagram.
So more views, more. All right. So we will put that on the description. And look at these boots. I tell you, they're just amazing. Y'all have to visit this when you're in Alpine. And people in Alpine, come out and shop. She's open from, what are the days you're open and time?
I am open from Tuesday through Saturday from 10:30 to 5, unless people are still shopping, and I'll stay as long as people are shopping.
Okay, so while I'm looking around more, I'm gonna show more jewelries and stuff. So if do you want to highlight a couple of them? You can put them at the counter and I'll
Okay.
come back to you.
Okay,
But I'm gonna go ahead and just keep moving on here, showing. Oh my goodness, they're just, look at these. Even some dishes, oh my goodness. And then, of course, men jeans, and I'm just gonna keep walking around, and because this is my, even I've been coming here for 6 years, I believe, but I have never seen everything that she has, because she always brings new things, and then just so much to see. Look at that girl. Look at that outfit. It's all beads. And I have a perfect, it's all beads. And I have a perfect Valentine is just around the corner, so look at this. Look at this. My, my, my. So come try these. Beautiful. You can be just pretty much anything you want to wear. Look at this. Look at that. I know. I go crazy in this place. Look at all the customers. That's something new. I haven't seen that one. My goodness. So anyway, that's the highlight of this this week, month of February. I'm doing women's business in Alpine, Texas, and I love Alpine, Texas. So okay, I believe she's got some things that she wants to show you all. So let me go around, and what do you got?
Okay, I carry a variety of different pieces. I have some vintage Native American pieces. So the squash blossom is onyx, which is unusual. You usually see it with the turquoise, and I do have pieces with turquoise, but the squash blossom with the onyx inside is a little different. And I also have some turquoise pieces, and this is just a few of them. I have a lot of estate pieces, which are 14 and 18 karat gold. I have a little bit, almost of just about everything. So, yeah.
Wow. Well, let's say thank you to Michelle for being so generous and with her time today, and we just appreciate her shop, and I know you're going to come back and come here to Alpine. I mean, when you do come to Alpine, or if you live in Alpine, you're going to visit her shop. And this is Michelle here again.
Thank you. I appreciate
yes,
it. Thanks
thank
for
you
coming
so
in.
much. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode of showing Michelle's shop here in Alpine, Texas. And I hope you stop and visit her shop. And thank you so much again for joining me, and join me again next time. So I'm going to be doing highlighting women's businesses here in Alpine this month. So thank you so much. Please subscribe and support this channel, and I really appreciate all the support that you show me in my channel. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.